It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. All that and more, coming up next.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played in weather like this. What's it like?
Oh, man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots of having a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really has its biggest effect. I think today, for both teams, advantage offense.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing to begin, it's Wilson. That's to the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Taking off. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Third and long. Throwing is Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball at all costs, and I can promise you they're not going to be happy with this one.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll get it down to the 12, and that'll give him a new set of downs from in close. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On the ground, this is Harris. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. On the handoff, here's Harris running right. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That's to the big tight end, Freiermuth.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
They'll go, and it's Harris. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL. Patrick Mahomes, 2-time regular season MVP, 3-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC. Greg?
For so many years, Mike, the conversation was, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL? And I think now, after winning back-to-back Super Bowls 3 and 4 years, it's not so much, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL now? It's, is he entering the conversation as being one of the best quarterbacks of all time? I certainly am one of those people that believe that's the case. He has a chance through the rest of his career now, not even being 30 years old, to accomplish a lot of things that are unheard of at the NFL level.
Here's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. Third and a yard. Off the play fake, Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. So they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, They got to be picks.
The Steelers' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Wilson to throw. They drop this down to Warren. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Back to throw. Wilson. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Steelers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So 3-0 our score, and we are set for the dynamic kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
1st down throw, Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. Third down coming up.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He's got space inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Patterson now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Now Russ. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. A gain there of 15. That's a Steeler first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
First and 10. They run it over center with Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
So, a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. 3-all is the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Harris. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Looking middle, he's got Kelsey. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Larry Ogunjobi with the tackle for the defense. They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, KC. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Open man is Hopkins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one, and they'll start 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. First down throw there is incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Now it's Harris. And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down forthcoming. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And that time, the pressure, too much. He'll go down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
On second down, a run with Harris. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Wilson. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here come the Chiefs and last year's Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, for their next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Worthy.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Mahomes back. That's over the... He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Steelers has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop. Second and 7. They put Kelsey in motion. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Gray is the motion man here. On second down, Mahomes. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
I think if you would have asked us before the game, Mike, who's going to make the first sack of the game, it probably would have been one of these front 7 guys that would have come to mind, but it ends up being a defensive back who works his way into the backfield and quickly puts an end to that one.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. He'll check that down to Pacheco.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Third and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
I can tell you firsthand, Mike, snowy conditions are tough for everybody, but they can be especially tough on the kickers. You just can't practice this. There's nothing you can do to simulate your plant foot, the ground. In this case, it winds up no good.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. On first down, Wilson. He's going to keep it himself. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now Russ. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
What a great job in this game by the defensive coordinator, continuing to put his players in position to succeed. And boy, have they taken advantage of it. But on the other side, they got to do something different. They got to bring in some extra blockers. They got to change up and go max protection. They have to give their quarterback a little bit of time, or else they've got no shot.
So we reach halftime, and the visitors, the Chiefs, out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the 3rd. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught downfield. It's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run, and it's also a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. This defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2. They put Kelsey in motion. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
That is caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Here's Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
The Steelers' offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Defense hoping to push him back and get that safety. He gets to the 2-yard line, but no gain on that one.
On first down here, Mike, you're just hoping to give a little breathing room to your offense. Now, if you do decide to pass the ball, your quarterback's not necessarily dropping back into the end zone. But after getting stopped for no gain, they find themselves on second down in the exact same situation.
Play action. Now, Wilson. Taken in by Connor Hayward. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw and brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Uh-oh. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On first down, it's Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing now, Mahomes. That is caught. It is Hopkins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. To throw is Mahomes. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
On third down, Mahomes. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Now Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Now it is first and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Hopkins sent in motion. Mahomes now on second down. Now he takes off. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up third and goal.
Third and goal. Mahomes. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And once they let the quarterback out of the pocket, it just became too many options at their disposal. They got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on the perimeter, Mike, his ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs move out in front by the score of 17-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. And they are still searching for that first touchdown of the game. Greg, this defense that they're going against has been like a brick wall.
And especially this front seven. And listen, Mike, we all know this is a passing league. But what you want to do is you want to at least be unpredictable on offense, meaning you want to be in what they call 50-50 downs. I got an equal opportunity to both run or pass based on the down and distance. When you have nothing to show for on first and second down on the ground, you find yourself in must-pass scenarios, and you're playing right into the hands of the defense.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll let this go for Pickens. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Pickens. They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On the handoff, it's Harris. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll run here.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Mahomes back. That's to the sideline and taken in by Kelsey. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, if he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get 2 hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. They put Kelsey in motion. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hopkins. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, KC.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Butker now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Russ. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Working free downfield, it is Williams. They are cooking to begin this drive.
And outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk.
Go now on 1st and 10. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That's complete. Calvin Austin.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Harris. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 5. Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game as this one is also good. And the Steelers are back within 2 scores.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. The visitors' offense. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. First and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes on first down. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line. Patrick to throw. Open man, right side, is Kelsey. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. Now it's Wilson. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on third down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. Oh, a loose football. And this will be recovered by the offense, so no run back at least, but it'll still wind up a turnover on downs.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want, but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier, because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Throwing now, Mahomes. There's that man again, another catch. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Mahomes now on second down. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are going to extend their... The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Patterson now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Throwing is Wilson. Into the hands of Pickens. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. To throw again is Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A fourth down gain of 20. Throwing again. Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Again, Wilson. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is first and goal from the 1. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it. As you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6, it starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do. And we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. To a knee goes Mahomes, and that should wrap it up. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They were able to handle the elements. They're going to wind up victorious here in the snow. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.